Magnetism and creating your offers and your services in your healing business. I want to have a conversation around this because I feel like not a lot of people are talking about like creating your offers and your services inside of your business in a way that's in alignment with the energy that's surging through your body, and less of a strategic way, though I do believe the masculine and the feminine gets to have a beautiful harmonization. When we're in this creation mode, we lead with the feminine and we launch and scale with the masculine. And I really want to dive into the feminine side of this and the magnetism side of this, because this is what's going to be really what gets you excited. And when you are behind what it is that you're doing, you really begin to magnetize those that are meant to be in your world, those that you are meant to help. So as you guys are hopping on, make sure you say hey, make sure you throw me some emojis, tell me where you're from. If you're watching the replay, comment below replay so I know that you were here. And if you have something that resonates with this conversation, let me know and tell me in the comments, because I am super curious around this. This is something I am very intentional about, and I love to share. Like once I've like really embodied something, I'm like, okay, let's share this in the world. This is something I've been doing for quite a long time now, but I don't even know how long, a very long time. But last week it became very apparent when I launched our Heal Your Inner Child experience, which was a free 5-day quote masterclass. I like to call them experiences because that feels like a whole vibe. Masterclasses sound boring to me, and that in itself is magnetism as well. I don't like to try to overcomplicate the name of something. I like very intentional about it, but like there's something that feels fun to me about a whole experience and creating an experience and a transformation that way versus a masterclass. And so that's why it's called an experience. But I launched this after feeling like a surge in my body, like I want to do something free for our community this month. And I was like, ooh, what would feel fun to do? What have I been talking about lately? What has been landing with my community? And when I went and looked back from a bird's eye view, like completely detached, but just from an informational standpoint, I've been talking about inner child in a combination with some other things on TikTok, which if you don't follow me there, you can. My handle is the same on Instagram as it is on TikTok. And I was like, every time I talk about this, it's like everyone is super curious on this different perspective. And so I followed those breadcrumbs. I just got super curious, and I want to share with you, like I want to pull this apart so you can see like how you can integrate this into your business, into the way that you are operating, so you can lead more with the feminine. Now, let me say this also, this gets to be and is very useful to also put forward the aligned AF action. It's one thing to create something. It's a whole nother thing to be like, okay, I've birthed this into the world through the feminine energy. Now let's get it out in there into the world. And we're having a conversation around fear, the fear of being seen, heard, known, imposter syndrome. Like that's a whole nother conversation. Like go grab Alchemize. I'm pretty sure it's in my bio. If not, just DM me Alchemize, and let's clear this shit so you can get into your power. But what I really want to talk about is the feminine creation of this and how you can weave your spiritual gifts and abilities and your zones of genius into what it is that you have. I've got my notes pulled up here because I have some very specific things that I was like, I really want to make sure I touch on these. And so it's like, how do you know what gifts to take of your spiritual gifts and abilities, like Reiki or shadow work or tarot or specific kind of coaching or some sort of healing that you do that you can create a coaching program around, or an experience that you've been through that you are now like an embodiment of, that you can take and create a coaching. I had a client one time who wanted to integrate coaching into her offer suite, and so she already is a Reiki master teacher. She teaches a specific style of Reiki. So we built out that school, and she also does healing sessions, so Reiki sessions, and she wanted to integrate one-on-one coaching as well for a specific type of person and parent because it's something that she knew and she knew she could help people with. And so we created that coaching program. It was so much fun to create that with her. So what do you currently embody or know? What is it that you are in the embodiment or that you deeply know? This is a really fun way to look at what you can create based on this. Now, what I'm not really going to dive a whole lot into is like listening to your audience, because sometimes our audience is not fully communicating what it is that they want from us. And sometimes they don't know what they want from, like, they're not going to know what they want from you until you tell them what it is that you have to offer, and create that awareness through your messaging, right? And how it is that you support them, and then you'll magnetize them that way. Your soulmate clients. That said, it's like, yes, you can listen to what it is that your audience is telling you, even if they're not like talking in the chat boxes or anything. You can look at like your saves, your likes, your reposts, or shares. You can look at like the conversations that you might just be having with people in the DMs, period, or questions that people are asking. Like, that's a really useful way. But really just like, that's like off in another basket. So what do you currently embody or know? And this is really fun to dive into, because sometimes this embodiment, you don't even realize like this is what you are embodied in, because it's just that the day-to-day, it's just how you live, it's how you be, it's how you move, it's how you go through every single day. Like, it's truly the essence of who you are now. Other people are looking at you like, how the fuck are you doing that? How is it possible that you're living your life that way, that you are feeling XYZ, or that you are looking at things in this way, or that you are aligned in this way? They have no idea, but you're so embodied in it that it's something that you could actually teach. What is that? And I'll give you a couple different examples of what this could look like as well. And what do you know? Sometimes this is what you've been through as well, but what do you know? What do you know for sure? What is it that you know for sure? And so something that this has looked like for me is like, most of my programs are like this. So embodiment, for me, this is like current programs. This actually started with my very first program, Woo Woo 101. Like, this was my first standalone program that I created. It was Spirituality Simplified, so that people did not have to go searching around on Google for all things spirituality. They could come to their program and dive into the information and be able to get it all in one spot, instead of spending hours and hours on like researching all the things. And so I just took all of those things that everybody was asking me, I put it in a program, and it was so much fun to create. And so that was like something I was embodied in. It was something that I really had fun with. When it comes to the embodiment and you considering what it is that you were embodied in and how you can package it, something that this was for me was, and I always laugh when I'm thrown into my own moments of my own program names, because it's like, well, you named the program that, so of course you're going to be called to step into it even more. Like, for example, the Rising Phoenix. Like, that one is my signature program, and I am embodied as F into that program. It is how I live my life. Same with the Untamed Healer. It's very similar energies, where it's just like, here the F I am owning it, like that main character energy and the soul essence of who I am and owning who I am. And so those programs for me were created through the embodiment. So just like, and this is a great journaling, like, what am I embodied in and what do I really know? And then really follow the energy. And I don't want to get too ahead of myself, because I am going to show you how you can get into the energy of what you're embodied in and be able to create an offer around that. So another thing, what is it that you're certified in? And how many certifications have you been sitting on? Knock, knock, your soul's calling you, like, wakey, wakey. OMG. So if you If you are someone that loves to collect certifications and you have not listened to You Don't Need Another Certification, you're already qualified on my podcast, The Untamed Healer, go listen to that episode, or just DM me podcast and DM me podcast, or give me like a Cliff Note version of what it is that you want so I can remember, because I'll probably forget. And let me know that that's the episode that you want. I don't remember which episode it is, but it's one of my most listened to. You're already qualified. So what certifications are you sitting on that you already have that you're not using? And how can you go ahead and just do it? Like, really, just do it. I did this with Reiki for a very long time. Now I have my own style of Reiki that I've channeled. We are getting ready to work on the behind the scenes of setting up our Reiki school. Now that my kiddos are back in school and I'll have that space, we were like settled and like all the things. And so, but I was trained in several different kinds of Reiki, and I was so fucking scared to put it out there in the world. I actually had one of my best friends at the time call me out on it. She's like, wait a second, you're doing readings for me. You're doing Reiki for me, but you're not utilizing this. What are you waiting for? So when I call you guys out for teetering in and out of the healer closet, just know lovingly I was there too. And sometimes at my next level, like sometimes there are like some imposter syndrome things that come in as well. So just know, like, I'm here doing this work too. Like, I'm in the embodiment with you. Like link arms with me, sister. We're going through this together. But what are you certified in? Have you done courses on reading tarot? Maybe that's a natural gift for you as well. I don't love tarot. For me personally, I don't like to read it. I prefer oracle cards. So that's something that I do. Are you certified and trained in emotion code or Akashic records or Reiki or some kind of energy healing or whatever it is, NLP, whatever. Spiritual coaching, like, even though I don't feel like you need a certification to coach, that's just not true, but it can be useful if it's feeling aligned for you. So what are you sitting on that you can be like, okay, it's time, I feel called out, and just go do it, right? If you are an energy healer and yet you don't have a certification to prove it, why not just start offering sessions and see what happens? As far as like go offer some like 3 to 5 free sessions for people in your world or people in the healer community and see how they respond. Hey, Selena. And see how, like, what their transformations are, and build that proof in your own gifts. And then get them out there into the world. I have a client who, she's trained in Reiki, but she also channels her own, including like colors and things like that. And it is so fucking cool. And wow, like I could just like, it bursts through my heart. Just like, it's amazing to me. And so you don't need a certification, but if you do have a certification, it's time to make it into an offer. Okay, so what are you currently doing that you could add in other gifts to your offers? So I love this one. If you are doing, for example, coaching, well, I'll just give you a couple different examples. If you're doing coaching and you are certified or trained in Reiki, or you have energy healing work that you do for clients, can you integrate that into your coaching? Yeah. If you are psychic, or you have mediumship abilities, or you really connect with people's spirit guides and you can like tap into different emotions, or for me, my clairs are really strong when I connect with my clients. So I see, hear, feel, and experience on their behalf. And sometimes I'm having a conversation with them and then I'll get like all of these downloads and I'll be interrupted. I'm like, I don't know where I was going, but here's what's coming through. I started integrating that into my coaching containers as well, because it was meant to, right? It felt really aligned. And I let my clients know ahead of time, like, hey, this is also integrated. this is how it goes. And they love it because they're like, we're a soul match. Like, it's meant to be that way. What else could you add in? You could add in readings. You could add in, I have one client who in her new program that she's launching right now, she is adding in meditation. She's very talented in creating specific kinds of meditations, which is really cool. I know, like, inside of our membership, the Evolution membership, I include meditations as well. So if you really enjoy recording meditations or creating that, and then I infuse quantum illumination Reiki into all of them, or the RRT perspective, the subconscious reprogramming, or energetics, just to get that little extra that, like, in typical meditations are not there. That's not the experience, but in our membership, it is the experience, where it's not just the meditation, it's subconscious reprogramming, or it's energetics as well, and the healing, which is so cool. So what is it that you are currently doing, and how can you add in other gifts to your offers? Now, when you do this, yes, that does give you the opportunity, when it's in alignment, to raise your prices as well, because you are offering other pieces of you. So what I'm not saying is go charge some astronomical price because some guru said that you should. What I am saying is, and not even charge your worth, because worth isn't even up for debate, and that's a whole nother conversation for another day. But it's more of what is in alignment based on what it is you desire and for you. Okay. And then this one's my favorite. I love this. I did this a lot this summer, and this one's really fun for me. I'm a Gemini sun, Aries rising. If it's not fun, count me the fuck out. I don't want anything to do with it. I'm like, nope. Now look, sometimes there are shit you have to do inside of your business or inside of life that you just don't want to do, and then you just go do it. Get in the energy of complete and just go do it. And also, like, when it comes to the business, I'm like, what if I'm just like, this isn't fun anymore? I either find a way to make it fun, or I shift something to make it fun, or I'm just like, fuck it. I'm going to go do something else because I want to, because it's in alignment for me as far as like the creation process behind the scenes, or like what I'm launching in the moment. The amount of times over the summer that I shifted what I was going to, I decided what I was going to launch, or even this year, has been a lot of fun to play in. And also I let it be in the flow because we were moving, but it taught me a really big lesson that, like, nothing really needs to be super planned out. Like, it's great to have a bird's eye view of the plan of like your launch and like messaging and things like that. Like, yes, let's do that. But like, if it's not fun, then why are you doing it? Like, this is your business. You didn't create a business to be miserable. Created a business because it's something that sets your soul on fire, because I feel this in my heart is like something you're here to do. It's like literally part of your soul mission. You're like, I have to do this thing. And then you're miserable while doing it. Like, it's time to shift. It's time to do things differently. So what feels exciting and what gives you energy? I was going to launch something this month and I was like, no, never mind. I'm gonna do something else. And I felt really called to like be in the Untamed Healer launch, and then also the Heal Your Inner Child experience. Like, those were like, oh, yes. And then like we did Becoming Her in July, which was a lot of fun. And then also moved to the Untamed Healer. Like, there's just been a lot of really fun flow that I've been able to do. And then also, like, I just made a decision a couple weeks ago. I'm like, I'm not going to wait till October for witchy season. We're going to create that shit now. And so I started, if you guys have been following, I've been dropping in like a little bit of witchy things that I have coming up. I'm getting ready to put out into the world because it feels fun, because we get to create and be in the energy that it is that we desire. Hey, Debbie. So what feels exciting and what gives you energy? If it takes your energy, or you get a restricted feeling, then it's a no. If it makes you feel excited and joyful and it feels like a yes, then yes, do that. because that's what your energy is behind. And there's no need to force something that isn't meant to be forced right now, wherever. Like when it's going to land, it's going to land. And when it's meant to be launched, when it's going to land, it's going to land. We're almost there with Mercury retrograde. My planet is Mercury. So give me a second, please. If it's meant to land, it's going to land. And when it's meant to be launched, it's meant to be launched. There we go. Whew. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. I'm like, oh, the fact that I've been able to communicate at all this month has been crazy. Okay. There have been instances where I'm so freaking excited to launch something. I have at least 2 things behind the scenes that only my coach, and it's probably my husband too, but only my coach knows about, that I haven't launched out into the world. I haven't even talked about yet because they're not ready. And I'm so freaking excited to get them out into the world when they're ready. And I fully fucking trust that when they're ready, that it'll be time. Ooh, this gives me chills. Somebody needs to hear this right now. When it is meant to be launched, it will be ready. There is something for you to do right now that's in alignment with where you are right now. And sometimes it's a looking the fear in the eyes and moving anyway. And sometimes there's something that we have to grow into. There's something that has to shift, or like for me, these 2 things are embodiment pieces. I already know it. And I've dropped one kind of like a hint, but I don't think that anybody's caught it. But when I did the picture on the stories with the specific font and that specific picture, was like, I just accidentally created the picture and the name of a program that'll probably be launched next year. And I was like, oh my God. Selena, unbelievable how what you're saying is resonating, what I'm experiencing recently and especially experienced today. I totally got the messages. Yes. I love this. This alignment. We never know. It's like something just never know what you're going to catch and click, and something's going to shift. And I always encourage, like, listen to it more than once. Like, come back and listen to this more than once, because I've been doing this recently with some of the programs that I have. As I'm feeling aligned and called to them, I'll go back and re-listen to them, or podcasts or whatever. And I'm just like, oh, I did not catch that the first time, but I know that I was meant to catch it this time. So what feels exciting? What gives you energy? This is in business and in life. Like, again, sometimes you just have to do shit that you don't want to do. Oh, well, that's life. Find a way to make it fun. If you can outsource it, outsource it. Okay, here's an example. I hate grocery shopping. You guys, this has nothing to do with business, but energy is energy is energy. It cannot be compartmentalized. It's all the fucking same. Okay, I hate grocery shopping. I freaking loathe it. Like, no, I don't even like to order it and go get it. I don't want to do it. I feel so deeply passionate about this. And when we moved here, I was like, oh, I'll just do the grocery pickup thing, like whatever. But even that takes a really long time. Like, trips to go get dog food takes forever. And I'm just like, oh, the city traffic, it's whatever. The city traffic is like whatever. But I don't want to be sitting and like going and running errands for 3 hours every 2 weeks when I need groceries or dog food. Like, that's so dumb. So I signed up for Walmart Plus. I did some research. I asked some people on my Facebook, like, what their experience was. It was that's not the right word to use. It was whatever. It was an astronomical, overwhelmingly, yes. Overflow, yes. And I was like, cool. I'm going to go do the free trial. Sorry, I just got a message in from my Evolution membership. And it was like, what? What did she say? All I got was, oh my God. Anyway, so I got the free trial. I love it. I'm like ordering groceries or dog food, and it's coming to my doorstep, and I'll either sign for it or not, depending on what I'm ordering. There's been a night where like I'm hanging out with my son, my youngest son, when my husband and my oldest son are at work, and Like our stuff was dropped off. I've had times where I've been like hanging out with my husband on the little bit of time we do get together now, and our groceries were delivered. I'm like, this is so awesome. I love this. It's giving me my life back. That was a huge energetic leak. It was a no for me. It made me cringe. It made me like, it took my energy, and I'm like, how can I do this in a way that's more in alignment for me? And then it's like closing an energetic door, which opens doors for other places. Close energetic leaks and watch other areas of your life also fall into alignment. You cannot compartmentalize energy. The end. Okay. Let me steps off soapbox. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Okay. So then once you've got this, you'll launch the offer. You don't need, oh God, listen to me loud and clear. You do not need a website to launch your offer. You don't need anything fancy. You don't need a sales page. You don't need a website. You need none of that. You've got social media because you're watching me. You've got access to the entire world on your phone. So once you get clear on your messaging, who it's for, how it's going to support your soulmate client, what it is, how it is going to support you. Hey, Lori. Then like go ahead and start getting it out into the world. It doesn't need to be perfect. Do it messy and get it out and learn along the way. Like just do it and learn along the way. Thank you. She's like, do you want to go shorter than last time? I was like, yes, let's do it. And it's super blonde. You can't really tell with this lighting, but it is super blonde. And I was super sweaty in my workout and didn't wash it this morning. So it's a mess, but it's fine. We're rocking it, but thank you. So yes, show up and just sell it every single day. And I want to talk about the embodiment piece of your offer as well, because this is like everything else aside, this is so useful. Yes, having a plan is so useful. Yes, getting clear on your messaging. Yes, useful. Like, yes, you're a healer, and also you need to know how to do content. You just do. It is part of your business. I don't recommend, somebody asked me recently who I would recommend to do their content on social media. And I was like, I can't give you that answer. I would recommend that you learn it, because it is going to be something that you do and you get better and it gets easier over time. And so there have definitely been times where my stories take for fucking ever. And there are some stories I'm like, bam, 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 done. And it's just, especially when I drop a new offer, it always is where I shift the way that I'm speaking a little bit more based on the offer. It takes a little bit longer, but then it gets easier and easier and easier, and it's no big deal, right? Okay, so you don't need anything fancy. You got PayPal, sign up for Stripe, like whatever. I have a website because let me just share you the website story. I didn't have a website for a long time. I was in meditation during my spiritual awakening, and so clearly I got the colors. I got the domain name, which is andsherises.com, and I was told to get up, go buy that domain name, and I didn't need to know what it was going to be for yet, but I was meant to go do it. I had no idea it was going to be that. That was, I think, in 2017. And then 2020, like I had built it from there, but in 2020, I want to say towards the end of the year, I had my first brand photo shoot, and I hired a website designer who I absolutely adore. I think he's amazing. And he built out my entire website, and he's also helped me with some other things since then. So it became what it is from meditation. I had no idea. I was just like, so I'm going to do this thing. And I was like, okay, Wix seems pretty easy. And then it just became a mess, and then I got some help. So it was a whole process. It is what it is today from a meditation. That's it. Just trust the process. But I didn't have anything before that. I was sending out PayPal links. And I was using, I don't know, some simple, I don't even remember what it's called. I was just using, what is it called? Hold on. Acuity. I was using Acuity for scheduling so people could book a session with me. That way there was no back and forth, because I tried to do it that way and it stressed me out. And I was like, this is a no. We got to simplify this. So that's it. Okay. So get into the energy of it's already done. This is the embodiment piece. Get into the energy of it's already done. That's you showing up with detachment. It doesn't matter what. Okay, so let me share this. Get into the energy of it's already done. Get into the embodiment of the offer itself and show up like it's a 10K offer, whether it's free, $11, $111, $11.11. Like, I don't give a shit how much it is. Show up like it's like a $10,000 offer. And that is that own it energy. That is that untamed energy. That is the here I am energy. That is like a, let's break the inner. I said for Heal Your Inner Child, that first stories that I did, let's break the internet. You guys, there's 104 of us in there at minimum. I don't know if anybody else has signed up. I haven't looked yet, but we're on day 4 now. So if you're like, shit, I want in that, it is fire. Wow. I didn't think it was going to be as deep as it is, but damn, it's deep. So in a way that's soothing to your nervous system, because I don't do let's spaz out the nervous system to heal all things. That's not how we roll in this world. So just go sign up. It's amazing. So Lori says, just listen to day 4 and wowza. Yes. Oh, today was every day was really good, but today was like super fire. It's probably the hair. Just kidding. Yeah, Selena says, yep, mind-blowing. Yes. This is like, so it turned out so much more. If you guys are not in Heal Your Inner Child experience, go sign up. It's only free through the end of this month. And then it's going to be $77 from there. Like, wow. Whoa. Okay. So get into the energy of it's already done. Get into the embodiment of the offer itself. So the energy of complete, the energy of it's already done. This creates a detachment. Like if it's already done, now you're making moves from that energy. You're making moves on how she thinks, how she feels, where it is that she's inspired, what it is that she wants to do. Like nothing else matters. And then like, I didn't write this down, but it's celebrate everything. The amount of dance parties I had for this Heal Your Inner Child experience, I like dance party city over here. Every single person that came in, if I was like in the middle of something, it was like a yay, like celebrate. And there are some times where I was like jumping up and down and full on dance party, like celebrate. Why not? Like be in the energy of fun and play. And when you're in the energy of already done, it creates that energy of detachment. It's like, how do I get out of the attached to the outcome energy? And I'll say, like, real talk, this is one thing that I consistently work on myself is that energy of detachment. And so when you are in the embodiment of it's already done and you're creating that energy, you're not after, like, the goal is nice to have, right? Of course you want all, like, I set the goal of 100 people and I was like, we're going to have 100 people in here and it's already done. And then I had fun along the way, and I just trusted the inspired action that came through, or the intuitive hits that I got. And it was fun. And it was cool to hit over 100 people. Like, what? There's over 100 healers in there. And also like the energy in that container is so good. And it was the fun of the journey along the way, and the celebration, and the creation, and the intuitive hits, and the trusting, and like the lean back. Like I was in my luteal phase and the first few days of my cycle. I had family come in with 5 extra kids that I hadn't seen in almost 2 years. We spent a whole day pretty much at the pool. Like I was in full on auntie mode because I only got a little over 24 hours with them. Like I was like all in on auntie mode, like activated. And I am like picking up the kids from school or taking them to school and to and from work and like whatever for Austin. And so it's just like I was doing a lot of things, And I was trusting the intuition and showing up anyway in a way that was alignment for me, because I don't launch in my luteal phase typically. So I don't have the energy for it. But get into the energy of it's already done, and then it's the journey. What do you want the destination to feel like? And let me tell you this right now. When you get there, it won't feel any fucking different if you don't decide and bring that energy into right now. Because I can tell you right now, when you have a 6-figure business, or when you are serving however many clients and soulmate clients you want, or you desire, you know in your heart you're meant to serve, or you have the offer suite that you know you're meant to serve, if you don't feel that energy of excitement and creation and creativity and joy and play and bliss and freedom and like whatever that is for you, if you don't feel that now, getting to the destination, it won't feel any different. It won't. So bring that energy into now. And the embodiment, like, can we just have a second for that one? Like, let that just sink in. I know I'm not the first one that said this, that you've heard it from. I know I'm not. But let this just be confirmation of that truth. This is a conversation I've been having a lot with my husband lately, a lot with my own mentor lately, doing a lot of self-reflecting lately. Like, what do you want that to feel like? And feel it now. It doesn't matter. Like, the destination will get to feel so much sweeter when you enjoy the journey too. Okay. Get into the embodiment of the offer itself. When you are in the energy of the offer, or what is the energy of the offer? So, and it could be an overarching theme too. So for me in our community here, it's the untamed healer. This, like, my company is sorry, I got another message in. The company is my name, but we're Umbrella and She Rises. We're Umbrella Untamed Healer. This is like the embodiment of own it energy. Here the F I am, like unshackled, unbecome, all the layers stripped out, like zipped off, all the BS. It's the soul essence of who you are. The untamed, what it looks like for me, is not going to be the same as for you, Selena, for you, Lori, for you, Debbie, for anybody else that's hopped on, or anyone else listening. Like, it's going to be different for every single person, and that's the soul essence piece. It is the unapologetically showing up as you. Your quirks, the things that make you, quote, weird. I love weird. Weird is fun. The way you dress, the way you talk, the way you move, the music you listen to. I am a rock girl. I am not afraid to admit it. I used to be afraid to admit it because a healer isn't supposed to like rock music. Like, I don't care. The vehicle that you drive, or the vehicle that you dream of driving, like whatever it is, like you're owning that. That's and what it is that you desire and what it represents for you. And then when you're into the embodiment of the offer itself, get into the energy of that offer. So if you are offering like a coaching container, what is the energy of the coaching container? What is the energy of the transformation? And then embody that. Every time I launch the Rising Phoenix, which I'll be launching soon, I'll be relaunching soon, I am I embody this energy anyway, but I like take it up even more, because I'm like, this program is so much fun to launch. I just like love this program so much. And same with the Untamed Healer. I'm like showing up every single day in my own untamed energy. And like, what else? Oh, the Becoming Her. Like, there was like an embodiment of being that version of me that already had what I desire. And like the things that happened leading up to that day one of that program blew my mind. I was like, okay, so what is the embodiment? And now if you offer like tarot or Reiki or Akashic Records, like what is the type of soulmate client that you know you're meant to work with, that you know you're meant to serve and support? What is the transformation that they're going to receive from the work that you do? And how can you embody that? How can you tap into doing more of the tarot work yourself and creating and building that trust in your abilities. Same with the Akashic records. Same with, for Reiki. Are you actually healing yourself? Are you actually using your Reiki and doing your own healing work? If you're coaching, are you actually embodying what it is that you coach? Like stepping into the embodiment. And then showing up like it's a 10K offer, whether it's free, 11, 111, 1,111, whatever it is, like showing up like this is a 10K offer. Like, let's break the fucking internet. This is the best thing on the internet because what you have to offer is the fucking best thing on the internet because nobody does it like you. Period. No one does it like you. It is the best thing on the internet and it is going to break the internet. So go do it. And showing up in that energy is such a different energy to show up in when like I show up in the embodiment of the program that I am launching every single time. This one with the Heal Your Inner Child, I'd already been doing some inner child work myself, like very deeply over the past couple of months. And it's something that I've done for years. But I showed up with this, like within that energy, but also like, this is a 10K offer. It's free. Right now it's free, but this is a 10K offer. Like, let's show up as if. And it creates such a different energy. Your mind doesn't know the difference. It has no idea between past, present, future. It doesn't know if something's real or not. It's just flooding body with emotions and creating thoughts. So why not just, one of my favorite sayings is fuck around and find out. Why not just fuck around and find out? Why not just be a little bit delulu and just see what happens? Like, what's the worst thing that's going to happen? You're going to feel amazing? Wow. That doesn't suck. I actually love that for you. I actually love that you're having fun and being in the energy of play and who the fuck cares what happens. I don't know. I think I said this in my last live. This is something I've been saying a lot lately, like inside of mentorship with my coach, but this is something I say a lot. Like my husband will constantly send me like shirts and like different, like fuck around and find out. And I'm like, when are you going to buy me a shirt? Because I will wear it because I love that saying. And sometimes it's like from a sass, like let's just fuck around and find out. And other times it's like from the energy of like, fuck it, let's just find out. Like, let's just do this and let's just see what happens. Like, why not? What do you have to lose? Nothing. You have nothing to lose, but a lot to gain personally, right? And changing some lives along the way, like living out that soul mission, which is the goal, right? That's the intention. Okay. So again, yes, it is super useful. Let me take a drink. Yes, it's super useful to have the strategy and the plan, but you have to get behind what it is that you're selling, what it is that your offer is, what it is that you're doing. And it starts here in the mind, and it starts in the body and the energetics. And if you don't believe in it yet, pretend. Like, yes, of course, we can do some subconscious reprogramming. Alchemize is amazing for that. Like, Alchemize is amazing, or I said that. Alchemize is amazing for that. The Untamed Healer is amazing for that. And like shifting those beliefs. And also, like, meditations are amazing for this. Like, when you know, like, specific ways to flip that subconscious mind, speaking the language that it speaks, and also, like, start to look for patterns and how things are working in your favor. Start to look at ways in which it's already working. And this could be like, somebody liked my post today, I got a little extra views, or I've been having fun being in the energy of play on TikTok. And so I've been looking at like different statistics and how people are responding, and like tracking like our new souls in our community through TikTok, and just like being in the energy of play and tracking every little single thing. So this is like, maybe you got 10 story views and maybe now you got 12. And if there were 12 people in a room that you were speaking to about your gifts and abilities, like, then how would you show up? If maybe you got 100 views on a reel, and what if there were 100 people in a room and you had a mic in your hand? Then how would you show up? 100 people? Like, are you serious right now? A room full of 100 people? That's cool. That's crazy. Maybe one day it'll be thousands, and right now it gets to be 100, or right now it gets to be 10, or whatever the fuck it is. If like those, like that group of 10 or that group of 3 is just as important as that group of 100, is just as important as that group of 1,000. Everybody's of value. Everybody is there for a reason. And so looking at it from a perspective of where is it that I'm winning? Where is it that of the proof of what I'm doing is actually working? And start stacking that proof, and it starts in the mind. And when I mentioned, like, it's useful to have the strategy and the plan and also a content, I feel like this is the masculine piece too, right? So I just kind of want to wrap it up with this thought too, where like everything that I've talked about is very much the feminine energy. This is what I really love when my clients are like, I want to work on business stuff, or I want to like I have all of these ideas and I don't know, like they're out here and I need to bring them here. It's really that feminine energy where you're in the embodiment, you are in the knowingness, you are in that energy of excitement and joy and what lights you up, what feels expansive, what's like, yes, I get to do this. Like, this is going to be so cool. It's going to be so fun. I don't give a shit if anybody signs up because I'm so freaking excited about this, right? And then you weave it in with the masculine energy, which so you create with that feminine energy, and you launch and scale with the masculine energy, and you weave it in. There is no such thing as balance. Like, what the fuck does that even mean anyway? I don't even know. But we have a harmonization of the energies where it's like the ebb and flow, where it's like, ooh, I'm going to put in this aligned action. I'm like, okay, well, what? I don't know what to do next. Like, maybe there's a feeling of like, ooh, I'm unsure what to do next. Well, let me go for a walk and just like move some energy out, or let me just like go painting, or dance, or whatever that is, and be like in that receptive energy, and then be inspired to take that aligned action. So it's like a dance of the masculine and the feminine energy. And when you want to take all of your, I like to call them 5D ideas, it's like 5D ideas, and put them into the 3D creation of the program and the offer. This is where you're taking that 5D magic and you're taking all the things that are out here and you're bringing them into alignment for what it is that you desire to get out into the world in a way that's in alignment for you. Because there's a lot of different things out there where it's just like, yeah, just create this XYZ and put it out there into the world. And it's like, but is that really like, that's not us. We're like not in the box of normal. We're here to do radically different, and we're definitely not going to follow like a check step by step box. And so when you take all of these ideas that are in alignment with your soul and put it in like into the alignment, and then bring it down to the 3D to package it for your soulmate clients, that is what makes the difference, and incorporating all the energetics. So if that's something that you need support with, I have my bundle for create your magnetic offer creation, where in 4 weeks we'll take all of the ideas that are out here and we'll put them into alignment for you in a way that is fun, flowy, with ease, because Gemini vibes. And you'll be able to, at the end of the 4 weeks, have a program or an offer that is in alignment. We'll also talk about like pricing and messaging. We'll also, in the bundle, you'll also get Magnetic AF content workshop. So if you want that, DM me magnetic. I put this in a bundle. It's typically $3.99 and then $27 for each separate offer. It'll be $333 through the end of this month. So if you want the details, if you want to see if it's like a good fit for you, just DM me magnetic, and I will send you over that information, ask you some questions, make sure it is a good fit. Yes, there are payment plans as well. I know I get that question as well. So that will take your 5D ideas, all of the ideas floating around, all of like even your certifications and your programs and the ideas that you have for your offers, bring it into here, bring it into alignment so you can get it out into the world in a way that's fun, flow, play, ease. So thank you guys for joining today. This was such a fun conversation. I love having this conversation of magnetism and energetics and even the subconscious mind, because I feel like this is a huge piece that as healers, we often don't It's like not really talked about in the spiritual world because we're tapping into like all the fun, like 5D stuff. And so it's a lot of fun to talk about this stuff too. So you can bring back the human experience too. So you can come back into alignment while you're moving forward in your life and business. So I love you guys. Have a most amazing day ever. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.